Hello, everybody. How are you? My name is Herald. I'm community manager here at Bitski, and this is the Bitski Herald, your weekly source for Web3 news and Bitski updates. And it's our final episode of the year. I can't believe we've done 15 episodes already. Thank you guys so much for viewing and watching. We really appreciate it. If you're just joining us for the first time ever, the Bitski Herald is our weekly live stream that airs every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time across Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. So please give us a follow and a sub on all of those channels, and make sure you turn on your bell notifications. But after this episode, we will be taking a break for the rest of the year. You see, we're already in our cozy zone. I got my mug of eggnog right here. You know, I got to make sure I got my lactose pills somewhere handy. But it's holiday season over here, so we're getting real cozy. I definitely, before we get started and hop into it, I want to let everybody know this is a pre-recorded stream, so I will not be responding to any queries on screen, but I am manning the Bitski Herald on Twitter. So if you want to join the conversation, all you have to do is at Bitski, and I will make sure that I include you in the conversation. If you've never dealt with Bitski before or used Bitski before, go ahead and download the Bitski iOS wallet, give it a shot, or you can sign up for our web wallet at bitski.com. And let me give you a little more background about us. So if you've never used us before, we are the safest and simplest hosted wallet. We can secure and restore your assets. Very easy to sign in. You can connect to most decentralized applications. You can import wallets that you can watch. And soon you'll be able to import your very own seed phrases. And we also give you plenty of notifications on your wallet transaction history and more. So go ahead, give us a shot, download the Bitski iOS wallet, or sign up for the web wallet, and give us your feedback. You can hit our Discord. That's discord.gg/Bitski, or you can always DM us on Twitter. We're always looking for your feedback. It helps us create a much better product, and we just like talking to the community. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any features that you'd like us to add. We'd be happy to do it, obviously, if it makes sense. So get to downloading. Oh yeah, leave us a comment on the App Store too. Give us the 5-star rating if you love us, and definitely leave a comment on the App Store. All of those things really help our community out. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Last week we had an incredible giveaway with TK, founder of the Eternal Garden, and he did a Twitter space with us as well. I highly recommend you go back in our Twitter feed and listen to that space. It's one of our highest attended so far, and there's just a lot of great knowledge on there about the Web3 music space and how Web3 and blockchain technology can help to empower creators of the future creators and our next generation of superstars. So please go check that out. We also were lucky enough to be able to give away 14 Eternal Garden collectibles from TK. 4 we gave away during the Twitter space, and 10 we chose random winners who entered into the raffle within our app. And all of those collectibles have been airdropped. So, excuse me. Oh my God. So if you were a winner, please make sure you visit TK's website, The Eternal Garden, so you can get behind the token gate and really immerse yourself in that community and that ever-evolving world. I'm sure TK would love to hear from you, and let us know. Tag Bitski, post the assets on your timeline, because we would love to retweet you and shout out our community and the winners. So definitely look out for those. If you're a winner, you should have got a notification in your Bitski app, and we also emailed you as well. Congratulations to all the winners. Yesterday we had a great Twitter space. We called them Bitski Hangs. We usually have them every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. But we had one yesterday just talking about the biggest moments in Web3 for 2022. If you missed the space, it's okay. You can catch the replay, and we would love to hear some of we would love to hear what you think some of the biggest moments in Web3 were for this year. You can drop it in the comments, or you can clip out parts of the conversation and quote, retweet them, and we'll definitely address your comments in the next Twitter space. We also wanted to give you an update and just let you know that we will be scaling back our Bitski hangs during the holiday season. So next week we won't really have any. I think this Friday, at 3 p.m. Pacific time will be our last Twitter space of the year. It'll be kind of a year in review and we wind down. So if there's anything you want to talk about that you thought was really big in the Web3 space, make sure you join us. The link will go live very shortly, so make sure you set your reminders, and we'd love to hear from you. Now let's get into our community shout out of the week.
Let's go.
Every day, pretty much all day, we're scanning our social media feeds to find our most engaged community members so we can shout them out during the Bitski Herald. This week's shout out goes to Crypto Cat Plus. By way of Unstoppable Domains. Unstoppable Domains originally tweeted, besides MetaMask and OpenSea, what projects would you love us to integrate with? Tag them in the comments, and CryptoCat Plus tagged Bitski and put the hand claps, and sometimes that's all it takes. We really appreciate you letting other communities know about us. That means the world to us. So CryptoCat Plus, hand clap. You are the community shout out of the week. If anybody watching this live stream wants to be the next community shout out, it's real simple. All you got to do is stay active on our social media channels. Our Discord, that's discord.gg/Bitski. Our Instagram, at Bitski. You can hop in the comments over there or slide in the DMs. Our Twitter is Bitski Wallet. Our TikTok is Bitski Wallet, and our Twitter is Bitski. Any of those channels, you can hit our DMs or hop in the comments, and we'll definitely make sure that we see the feedback. And if it's helpful, you can be the next community shout out. So one more time, congratulations, CryptoCat Plus. I can't wait to see who our next shout out is. So we're only going to have one Web3 story. It's more of a thought piece from NFT Now, but I thought it was insightful and maybe some good advice for everybody as we go into the holiday season. We can take a note from this and step into 2023 with fresh eyes. So this article is entitled, Everyone in Web3 is Zooming Out. Here's Why You Should Too. Again, this is from nftnow.com. I'm not going to read the whole article. I'm going to skim through the most, I'm going to skim through the most pertinent parts, but feel free to go to NFT Now and check this out. It's a very cool article. So for those that don't know, zooming out traditionally means it traditionally refers to crypto price charts. It's likely derived from the common crypto proverb, when in doubt, zoom out, of which even t-shirts have been made. It is used to urge traders to expand their crypto chart viewfinders and see the full history of a price index. In this way, to zoom out is to understand that over time, regardless of many major setbacks, crypto prices always have had an upward trajectory. Take the below price chart for ETH, for example, and there is a chart there that you can check out. While the price of ETH in November was a far cry from where it was a year prior, it's still significantly higher than when the currency first became tradable in 2015. Ask any seasoned crypto enthusiast, and they will gladly tell you that through the lens of zooming out, crypto dips need not be worried about. Only by zooming out can traders see the long term vision of crypto and understand that while periods of stagnancy are unavoidable, like 2018 to 2021, a slow grind upwards is the inevitable consensus. So, what does that mean to the NFT community? As it pertains to crypto price charts, zooming out helps investors feel better about the state of their portfolios, but the NFT community is concerned with much more than the bottom line of profits. Considering the adversity and skepticism the space has continued to experience over the past 2 years, and then throw in like the Trump NFT drop, that doesn't necessarily help. Um, Zooming out to NFT purists has taken on a much more qualitative meaning. And it's not just the Trump drop. Like people, video gamers don't like the words NFTs. A lot of people have been kind of rolling out campaigns and blockchain based campaigns without using the word NFT because of the disdain for the space. So I do think that, there is a lot of adversity and skepticism when we look at the space as a whole. But I do think that this bear market has been kind of a blessing in disguise to kind of get the FUD inducers out of here and really help us focus on the builders and creating tools for community. So that was just me interjecting my thoughts, but continuing on, the article reads, for artists and collectors alike, zooming out is akin to a practice of humility. This is exemplified by prominent Web3 rapper Spotty Wi-Fi, who said in an interview with NFT Now that zooming out helps him see the big picture of music NFTs and reminds him how grateful he is for the accolades he's accumulated. Quote, when I zoom out and I look back at the past year or two, I'm super grateful for how far music NFTs have come and how just a few indie artists have disrupted the music industry, unquote. Spotty said, quote, I knew that platinum artists, Grammy winners, and major labels would eventually enter Web3 in the metaverse after seeing our success, but I thought it would take years, not months. I'm proud to have been on this wave for the past couple of years and am excited for the future, unquote. This attitude of gratitude is shared by others in the community, with some like Lupify and Zeneca below, tacking on an extra ounce of meaning here and there to help illustrate their hopes and perspectives. It includes a tweet from Lupify that reads, I'm 100% confident that I'm right about the crypto and NFT market long term. My thesis will not change based on short-term price movements. Zoom out. It's the best time to learn when prices are down. Don't end up leaving the space now. That's a tweet embedded in the article from Lupify. There's also a tweet from Zeneca that reads, good morning. Why is everyone talking about crypto prices being down? Have a coffee, zoom out, look at and appreciate your JPEGs, perhaps buy the dip. When prices drop, opportunities present themselves. Everything is on sale / discounted, or just forget the price and go outside and touch some grass. I added to touch some grass, but 2 points that I agree with. Definitely getting a holistic view of the space is never a bad thing. And, it's not financial advice, but it is a good time to buy the dip. So, both from Lupify and Zeneca, give them a follow. The article goes on to read, but beyond idealistic sentiments, zooming out is also considered by some to be a tool for looking toward the future. In this way, the phrase is used to comment on the overall status of the NFT space, highlighting learnings from the past while offering insight into what's to come. As far as multidisciplinary artist Nathaniel Perot is concerned, the utilization of zooming out as a tool to build a framework for the future is of the utmost importance. In an interview with NFT Now, Perot says that zooming out could prove to be a key factor in how the NFT community decides which direction the non-fungible movement will head in the next year. Quote, in order to zoom out, we must all zoom in, asking ourselves as stewards of the NFT space what we really want in the end, said Perot. The responsibility now rests upon us as individual participants, where we spend our money, where we spend our time, and where we focus our attention. There's a long road ahead of us. I still predict the rest of the decade will empower artists like never before, but treacherous terrain, still remains. Perot went on to note that he foresees the greater NFT community diversifying in the near future, decoupling from the popular market sectors and returning to niches like streetwear, art, collectibles, and sports. Considering the speed at which things change in the NFT space, it might not come as too much of a surprise that for his zoomed out prediction to come to fruition, but as echoed by the sentiments of Deadfellas co-founder Betty and prominent AI collaborative artist Claire Silver, While zooming out may help us grasp the full scope of the blockchain industry, we still need to push for real change if we really want a more balanced future. Claire Silver tweets, in a thread, this is the seventh tweet in a thread. Open metaverse means freedom of choice. There is room for all of us if we eat our own. The world will be waiting to lap up the scraps. This beautiful movement deserves better than that. We are smarter than that. Keep the big picture in mind. Zoom out. And Betty from Dead Fellas tweets, that's a lot of men. Factual observation that could lead to conservation around hiring, retention, encouraging women in STEM, breaking down gender roles from an early age to ensure participation, etc., etc. Instead, people pressed, I'm throwing shade at Elon. Let's zoom out. Um, the final paragraph reads, zoom out, keep your sanity. Regardless of intention, the meaning behind the phrase zoom out is immediately understood by both the NFT space and within the general sphere of blockchain technology. Even when things go from bad to worse, as highlighted by the recent FTX debacle, hope can be salvaged with the remainder that over time things can get better. Whether that means crypto prices go up or NFTs reach further into mass adoption via new use cases that help make the world a more equitable place. Zooming out is the first step toward understanding the future potential of the blockchain. And I just thought that was a very important article because we don't hear enough people talking about how important it is to take a step back, to really appreciate all that you have accomplished, and in the space. I know that we like to do that here at Bitski. It's been a wild ride this last year. We've been releasing features that no other wallet has, like notifications, and a very easy to understand activity feed. And we'll be rolling out a lot more features early in the new year. But we have to take a step back and look at what the space needs to, in order to, like, what problems exist. That's the only way we can create those solutions. So we want to encourage all builders, all collectors, all creators to take a step back towards the end of this new year and really be appreciative for what you've accomplished, and step into 2023 with a fresh set of eyes. We'd love to hear back from you. How will you be zooming out? You can drop it in the comments or hit our DMs. And yeah, that's about it. I will see you next year for the first new episode of the year of the Bitski Herald. My name is Herald. Join me on Twitter Spaces this Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Don't hesitate to retweet this space, like it, comment on it. All of your engagement helps us grow this show, and we want it to be even bigger in 2023. I will see you all next year. Everybody have a wonderful holiday and be safe. Until next time, peace.